Hello, and welcome back to David Teaches Shit. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to build and then assemble a speaker. Let's just jump into it. So, to make a working speaker, first you'll need magnets. These are strong magnets. The most important part you'll need, it's called a voice coil. It's just copper wire wound up. Try not to overlap wires. I don't know if you can see it, but it's flat. So, how this works is the magnet already has its own magnetic field, and then when you put the voice coil over it and you connect audio signal to it along with an amplifier, which we'll get into that, it creates a magnetic field in the copper wire. It'll attract it and push it away at the same time because audio signals vary, so it'll change. We're going to build it's called a basket and a cone. The cone will interpret the audio signals into vibration, which we can actually hear as sound. So to build the basket and the cone, I'm going to use 2 paper plates and some paper. So the first paper plate, I just put the magnets on top. Luckily my table has a metal piece right there, so it holds the magnets in place. If you didn't have the table like I do, you would have to glue the magnets to the plate. So the bigger and stronger the magnet, the more base you'll have. I have 5 of these magnets. They're pretty thin. The second plate, I gotta cut a hole trying to match the middle where the magnets are to fit the voice coil. So I got the voice coil and the cone. Make sure it can move freely on the magnets. Make sure the cone is kind of flat. I'm gonna glue it in place. Now that it's glued in place and it can still move freely on the magnets, we're gonna now add the suspension. I got these, you can use thick craft paper. I'm just using paper plates, and I'm gonna need to glue 3 of them. So the suspension holds it in place so it can bounce freely and so it doesn't slide off the magnet. So now I got all 3 legs glued on. Make sure it fits freely. So now I just gotta go in and glue the legs. Everything's glued in place and it can still move freely. So just to test that the speaker is working, I just got a AAA battery. I'm not gonna hold it on there, but I'm just gonna tap it. Now we're going to connect it to an audio signal. In order to play audio from the speaker we just made, we have to use this, which is called an audio amplifier. It's a relatively simple circuit. To build it, we'll need one 2N222 transistor, and then we'll need a 10K ohm resistor and 3 capacitors. The capacitors change the volume noise. With less, it's more quiet, but with more, it's a little bit louder. Let's go ahead and connect it. The control pin of the transistor, I have it connected to a 10K resistor, and I'm going to connect the positive side of the speaker to right there. And then on the base of the transistor, we've got the other side of the 10K resistor along with 3 capacitors connected in series. And then to there, I'll connect the audio signal. And then on the emitter pin of the transistor, we're going to connect the ground of the audio signal and the ground of our power supply. To power this, we're going to use 7 to 8 volts. Now, let me just connect all the wires and the speaker. So I'm going to connect the positive from my DC power supply to one end of the speaker, and then from the DC power supply, I'm connecting the negative to the emitter side of the transistor. So on the control side of the transistor, connect it to the other side of the speaker. And then of the audio signal, the positive is the audio signal, which go to the base of the transistor, and the ground of the audio signal will go to the emitter side of the transistor. And now I'm going to connect audio and 7 volts. I don't know if you can hear that. You should be able to. I have to bring the mic pretty close to it. It's not that loud. I can hear it from where I'm at, but just so you guys can hear it. And there you go. That's how to make your own basic speaker. Like if you're trying to make your own radio system, this will work just fine. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Hit that like button. Stay tuned for the next one.